Cutie. I'm here with Xavier Edwards Jr. He's the 72nd overall prospect for the MLB and plays for the Tampa Bay Rays right now. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's been a good day so far. Can't complain.
This is kind of crazy out right now with COVID-19, the lockdown, and everything. I wanted to find out if there was a way that you're getting around all this to, to work out and get ready for the season if there is a season.
Yeah, I've been staying active. I got some light dumbbells at my house, so I try to work out, kind of as much as I can at my house with the weights that I have, some high volume stuff. But I do that. Hit some heavy balls in my backyard. I throw with my dad, so try to do a little bit of everything as much as I can.
Now, if I had to say what your player style is, it's more of a contact hitter, only 2 professional career home runs. What was that feeling when you hit your first career home run?
It was cool. Um, yeah, of course I remember the game. We were playing South Bend and in Fort Wayne, and kid threw a high changeup, and I just put a good swing on it, hit it out. But yeah, it was cool. My teammates kind of gave me the silent treatment when I got in the dugout, so it was a cool moment.
Yeah, so I saw that you were involved in the trade this year. Tommy Pham, Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe obviously going to the Rays and Tommy Pham going back to the Padres. What was going through your head when you heard that news that you were being sent to another organization?
Well, actually, I had no idea. So I was about to go to bed one night, and one of my teammates, he Snapchatted me. He was like, "Yeah, like who am I gonna listen to music with next year?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he sent me this tweet that he saw that was like buzzing on Twitter, saying like the possibility of me getting traded to the Rays. So I texted my parents. I was like, "I think I'm getting traded." It was at this time. It was probably like 1 in the morning, and just kept kind of following Twitter. Next day, I woke up, followed Twitter, Instagram. I said MLB was like putting it out, so I was like, "Oh, this must be like there must be some truth to this if MLB's posting it."
Yeah, that's
And then
got to be a weird way to figure out that you've been traded, though.
Yeah, and then sure enough, later that evening, the next evening, I got calls from the GM from the Padres and the Rays, and then they officially finished the deal, and that's when I officially knew I was getting traded. So it was interesting. It's definitely crazy.
So, did this kind of situation open you up to the business aspect of the game? Obviously, there's on the field physical aspect and the emotional aspect, but you got to realize this is more of a business too. So did that kind of open your eyes to that?
Yeah, definitely. I just had like a special place for San Diego just because they're the team that drafted me and gave me a shot out of high school. So, I mean, they're all I knew prior to this past um, January or so. So, yeah, I definitely thought I had a good relationship with the guys of the Padres. But yeah, I mean, it is a business, like you said. Um, I don't think it was because they didn't like me as a person. I'm sure they did. But yeah, it's a business. They're trying to win as many games as possible at the biggest level, and for them to acquire fam, I guess that's what it took. So,
And I wanted to bring up one thing. Blake Snell, when he first heard about this, he didn't take too lightly to the trade, but obviously saying some comments I can't say right now. But did you kind of take those comments to heart, and did it kind of make you want to come in and play with a chip on your shoulder and prove everyone wrong?
um, honestly, not really. I heard the comment from from other people. I didn't really hear it at first myself, but heard it from other people, and I didn't really think much of it. He had reached out and apologized and stuff, so that was what it was. But no, not really. I mean, I feel like I've always played with a chip on my shoulder, to be honest, just from being a smaller guy, and people always overlook the smaller guy. So no, I came there with the same goal I had, and that was just to play as well as I could and move up as fast as I could to get to the big league. So I mean, I guess it was fuel to the fire, but I don't think it was. I don't really think it sparked anything that I didn't already have inside.
So when you were 18, you had you committed to Vanderbilt, but got drafted by the Padres. Obviously, signed with them for $2.6 million. Was that a hard decision for you to make? Obviously, you probably sat down with your family and talked it through. But even afterwards, was that still one of the most hardest decisions you've ever had to make?
No, it was not. Um, Deciding what college I was going to go to was a harder decision than deciding if I was going to go to Vandy or not. My top two were Duke and Vandy, and as most people know, Duke and Vanderbilt are two very good academic schools. So, yeah, me deciding which college I was going to. So I had committed going into my sophomore year, the summer going into my sophomore year. So, like, at that time, I was about 15, going 16 years old. So I think that was a harder decision than the draft. I feel like, I don't know, that was a unique circumstance with the draft and everything. I went to New York and I was attending the draft, so like we got the number that we wanted, and it all worked out. So it all worked how we hoped it would work out. So from that point, there wasn't too much stress on that.
So at the draft, you had the biggest entourage I saw with your family there. Hearing your name finally being selected with the 38th pick, what was that like to celebrate with your family there?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, as you said, definitely had the biggest entourage. I probably had the most of my family is from New York, still lives in New York, so it was easy for a lot of them to make the trip down to Secaucus, Jersey, but um, it was definitely well worth it. It was definitely great to have a lot of friends and family there in attendance, just to be there for that special moment in my life. I was getting drafted, and the spot was the first round sandwich pick, so yeah, it was definitely cool. Definitely something I'll never forget, and being able to share that moment with them just meant a lot to me.
Your lifetime batting average in the minors is 328. Before then, kind of just small sample sizes, 88 at bats, 101 at bats, to 90 at bats, and then 2019 you get a total of 501 at bats, and people are probably thinking sample size is going to get to the bigger sample size. You hit 322. Uh, did you kind of feel during that year you wanted to go out there with something different and kind of just swing for the fences or just play your regular ball?
Oh yeah, always I know what kind of player I am. I've never been a huge power guy. Of course, I'm working on strengthening the lower parts of my game and the weaker parts of my game, which consist of power. But at the end of the day, I know what kind of hitter I am. I know what kind of ability I have, and what I've worked on a bunch my whole life. And that's putting the ball in play, putting it where guys aren't. Not necessarily that I can't hit it over the fence, but I'm probably not going to more times than not. So yeah, I mean, I just try to stick to my game. That's something my dad's instilled in me since I was really young. Just try to stick to what I know, and I feel like you can't go wrong if you stick to what you know. And just try to improve on that. So that's what I try to do. I try to stay as consistent as possible at the plate, my defense, stealing bases, the whole aspect of my game. I just think consistency is a huge key. And that's what separates guys who can do it the most times in a row as possible. And that's what I kind of just try to implement.
Obviously, you've had some good managers and coaches over the years, but your dad, being a big influence in your life, he played in the minors. Um, with that kind of experience, was there some stuff that he taught you that other coaches necessarily couldn't?
Yeah, definitely. Just because the dynamic that me and my dad have, he's been there with me my whole life, and he's been my coach for a lot of the years. And along the way, he's told me his stories from when he was in the minors and what to expect. He even played in the California League like I did, and things like that. He played in some of the leagues I played in, so he knew he had some wise words for me just going into it after I got drafted. Like he knew what I'd go through. He'd been there before. He'd done it. He'd seen it all. So he had some stories to tell me and just some stuff to look out for, be aware of. But yeah, he always just told me that it's just baseball. At the end of the day, it's the same game that you always been playing. It's just different guys out there, different uniforms with the same game. So yeah, having him as a coach, he definitely had some stuff that my everyday coaches couldn't quite connect with me on the same level.
Now, Anthony Contreras was your manager. He was a lifetime minor leaguer as well. He was a manager for you for the Tin Caps. And have you learned anything from a mental aspect of the game?
Yes, he was a really good manager. I enjoyed my time in Fort Wayne, and he was one of the biggest reasons why. He was he just had a work ethic about him that you can tell. He's always worked hard, and he's told us times as a player, like that's what he needs to do to get to people, and he instilled that in us as a team when we were in Fort Wayne, and I feel like I carried with me. Work ethic has always been big for me, and it's definitely a big part of him. So, and to this day, with him being a coach, not playing anymore, he still works hard. He works as if like he's playing out there. So, it's definitely encouraging and inspiring to see when a coach wants it for us is just as bad as we do. So, yeah, I definitely did learn a lot about just being consistent, keeping a level head, just putting your head down and working on a lot of stuff, like good stuff from him.
All right, well, Xavier, it's been a pleasure. I wanted to thank you for coming on today, and I hope you are well and your family's well as well. Hopefully your dad recovers successfully and he's healthy over the years. And good luck. If there is a season this year, good luck with that.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me on.